Hello folks, welcome to my channel Code with Infinite. This is part 2 of operator and its types in Java. In part 1 of operator and its type in Java, we have learned about what are different types of operator in Java like unary, binary, ternary, and we have also seen about different types of operator like arithmetic, which is used to perform mathematical calculation, logical and or not, and then we have seen about relational or comparison operator, right? If you have not watched my video of part 1 of operator and its type, you will find the link to that video in the description below. In this tutorial, you will learn about few more operators in Java, and at the end of this video, we will discuss few practice exercises that you have to do, which will help you to practice on operators. So without a further ado, let's get started. The last type of binary operator that we are going to discuss is called as bitwise operator. Now according to the name bit, this operator when applied on two operands, say 10 and 5. So 10 and 5 are integer, right? So it does not gets applied directly on the integer value which is 10 or 5. Instead, it gets applied on the bit. Now what is this bit? We'll see that. So there are three kind of bitwise operator: bitwise AND, bitwise OR, and bitwise XOR. Apart from this, also we have some more bitwise operators, but bitwise operator is one that a Java developer, when developing a web application or a Android application, we don't much use this bitwise operator. So we'll just discuss three of them, AND, OR, XOR, just for our knowledge. So its representation are like single AND symbol, single pipe symbol, and single caret symbol. So if you remember, we have learned about logical AND and logical OR, right? In that case, we are using double AND symbol and double OR symbol or the pipe symbol. But in bitwise operator, it is single and single pipe operator or the OR operator. So as I said, bitwise operator does not operate directly on integer which are say 10 and 5. Instead, it operates on the binary representation of integer which are called as bits. So bits are binary representation of integer. If you are from EC background, or if you have studied about logical gates in computer, in that we have something called as bits, right? AND gate, OR gate, XOR gate, it is similar to that. So let's discuss each bitwise operator AND or XOR one by one. So the first one is bitwise AND. It is represented by single AND. What is the rule for bitwise operator? How does it operate? Bitwise operator operates like if both the bits are true, okay, then the result is true. So let's take an example to understand this. So int a equal to 5 and int b equal to 3. I said that bitwise operator operates on bit, the binary bits, right? So the binary representation of 5 is 0 1 0 1, and the binary representation of 3 is 0 0 1 1, and the condition is that if both the bits are true, the result is true. So if you see, the result is a and b. We are applying the bitwise operator, which is AND bitwise operator between operand a and b. So these are the binary values of a and these are the binary values of b. So the result set will be, if both the bits are true, then the result is true. So bit is true over here and the bit is true over here. So the result is true, which is 1. Over here, both bits are not true, right? One is 0, one is 1. Same here, both bits are not true. One is 1, one is 0. So the resultant is 0, 0. Now the last bit, both the bits are 0. So the resultant is 0. So what do you get in output? Do you get this 0001? No, you do not get this, but you get a integer representation of this value. Let's understand this with the help of example. Now, how do you know the binary representation of what is of 5, what is of 3? You don't have to be worried about it. For learning purpose, what you can do is, I will give you a website link. You can go there and you can put the integer value like 5, you will get the binary representation. Or if you will put this value, which is 0001, or any of this value which is binary value, you can get the corresponding integer value. So let's check this bitwise and. So I am taking int a equal to 5 and int b equal to 3. Okay, now let's sys out the bitwise AND operation. So it will be a and 3. Save this and check what is the output. The output is 1. Now let's verify this. So this is the website that will help you to get the corresponding binary representation of a integer value. So first what we'll do is binary to, no, we'll do decimal to binary. Okay, now decimal means the integer value. So let's give 5 over here and check what is the binary representation of this. The binary representation of this is 0101. In 16 digit, it will be all left side will get appended by 0. Okay, so we'll just keep this part 0101 as of now. So as I said, the binary representation of 5 is 0101 in this, right? 0101. Let's check the binary representation of 3. It is 001. So it is 001. Now when you are doing A and B, means A bitwise and B, then the resultant is 0001, right? So let's check that 0001. Okay, we will, this is a binary and we want its corresponding decimal 0001. Click on convert. You see we are getting 1, right? So same, you can see that we have received that in the output. So this is how your bitwise operator works. Next type of bitwise operator is bitwise OR. The symbol is single pipe operator. Now on this case, if at least one bit is true, the result is true. Same example we'll take. The representation of 5 is 0101. The representation of 3 is 0011. We are applying A or B, right? So the output is, if any one bit is true, the result is true. So let's check that. One bit is true, output is true. One bit is true, the output is true. One bit is true over here, the output is true, which is 1. Now over here none of the bits are true, so the output is false. Now we'll take 0, 111, right? And check what is its corresponding decimal value. So it is 0, 111, correct? We will convert binary to decimal. Let's convert this. We are getting 7. Let's check this in Eclipse. On this value, I'll apply OR, which is bitwise OR. Save this, run it. You are getting the output as 7, correct? Now next type of bitwise operator is XOR. It is represented by caret symbol. So this caret symbol can be found in your keyboard. It will be present at number 6. So XOR means if only one bit is true, the result is true. The OR was if any of the bit is true. Like at least one bit should be true. But in case of XOR, only one bit should be true. Then the output is true. Let's check that with the same example. Over here we have 2 bits true. So the output is false. Over here we have 1 bit true. So the output is true. Over here we have 1 bit true, so the output is true, which is 1. Over here we don't have any bit true, so the output is false. Now it is 0, 110. Let's check its corresponding decimal or integer value. 0, 110. Its corresponding decimal value is 6. Now let's verify this output with the help of our Eclipse. A carriage B. Okay, save this, run. You are getting the output 6, which is same as the decimal representation that you got in this table. So this is about bitwise XOR. So bitwise AND was both bit is true, then only the output bit is true. Bitwise OR was if at least one bit is true, the output is true. Bitwise XOR is if only one bit is true, the output is true. So this is all about the bitwise operator. Next is bitwise operator advantages and usages. Who uses this? So bitwise operator are not commonly used by Java developers who develops a web application or a website, or who develops a mobile application. So mostly these bitwise operations are used by game developers, or it is being used in the embedded system or in cryptography, etc. Now what are the advantage of this? This bitwise operator is faster than other operator. So when I say other operator, let's understand this with the help of example. So for example, say that I have to do an operation where I have to find that a number is even or odd. Okay. So how can you do that? So if you follow normal approach with the help of say relational operator, so how will you do? You will write this piece of code, right? Int number equal to 10, boolean is even, we will divide number by 2, if it's equal by 2 we'll get is even, true or false. Let's check this with Eclipse. Check number is even. So if I have a number int a equal to 10 and even numbers are, when we divide by 2 its remainder is 0, right? So let's store the result in boolean. Boolean even or not is the variable name, equal to a modulus 2. If we divide this number by 2, if the remainder is equal to 0, then in the even or not we'll have a boolean value whether true or false. Let's print this, even or not, right? Let's save this. So we are getting true, it's a even value. Now let's change to odd value and save this and run. It's a false value because it's not a even number. So when you are performing this kind of operation with the help of say relational operator, so what happens is when this piece of code is slow, you want this even or not calculation to be done faster, then instead of using this relational operator, you can use your bitwise operator. How? Let's check that. Check even or not with bitwise. So what we'll do is int a equal to say 10 and then boolean for result even or not, and then what is your number, bitwise and 1 is equal to 0, semicolon, sys out this value. So this is a even number, output is true, right? Let's change this to odd number, the output is false. So this operation, that is even or not, we're doing with the help of bitwise AND operation, and this is much faster operation. So game developer or in embedded system or in cryptography where complex solution is needed in a faster way, we use bitwise operator instead of using the relational way of doing calculation. You should not be worried about how this piece of code is written and how this works, because if you want to use bitwise operator, then for sure you're doing some game development or embedded system and cryptography. And so when you learn those things, game development or cryptography, then the first course in that will be this bitwise operator. So if you are moving towards that way of doing a game development or cryptography or embedded system, then you can learn in detail about bitwise operator. I have just shown you this just for your learning purpose. Just you'll know that there is something called as bitwise operator and why it's required. Now, operator types, we have the third type, which is ternary or conditional operator. Ternary means it will be applied in 3 operand. Let's see an example of this. Whenever you apply ternary operator, there will be 2 operators that will be used in conjunction, that will be used together, which is question mark and the colon symbol. Okay, and it will be applied in 3 operand. The syntax to it is, first is the condition, then you have question mark, then you have some expression, okay, which is executed if your condition is true, okay, and then you have colon and then some expression which is executed if this condition is false. So it's like if the condition is true, expression this is executed, which is left side of your colon, and if condition is false, the right side of your colon expression is executed. It is applied on 3 operands. It is shorthand of if else. What is if else? You will be learning in your upcoming courses. Both expression, which is this expression, left side of your colon and the right side of your colon should be of same type. Let's check this ternary operator with the help of an example. Ternary operator. So int a equal to say 10 and int b equal to 5. Okay, let's store the value boolean result. Okay, and if a is greater than b, then the output should be true, or if a is not greater than b, then output should be false. Okay, now sys out the result. Save this. Now tell me, is a greater than b? Yes. So this true will be returned, and in result you will be having true. So let's check this. In result you are having true. Now if I make this 11, so is a greater than b? False. When false, the right side expression of colon is executed. So this false will be stored in the result and the output will be false. Now that is all about operators in Java. Now we'll have some exercises, practice exercises for you. You can practice them and you can post the answer in the comment. The first exercise is based on ternary operator. You have to write a program that uses the ternary operator to check if the number is even or not. The starter code is like int a equal to 10. Okay, over here you have to write the data type, and then over here you have to write the logic, and you have to print out the sys out even or not. The next exercise is based on increment and decrement operator. You will have to create a program which will demonstrate the use of increment plus plus or decrement minus minus operators. So you will start with a variable, say, which will be initialized to 5. So starter code, you have that int a equal to 5. Then you have to display the value of a after applying pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement and post-decrement. So you can use this all 4 sys out to show the value. Over here, instead of pre-increment a, you have to write your logic, whether it will be plus plus, minus minus. So you have to write all that in sys out. Next exercise is based on arithmetic operators. So you have to create a program that will perform below operation on the basis of 2 numbers. So you have to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. So you have 2 variables, int a equal to 5, int b equal to 2, and then you have to do multiplication, result is a into b, addition result is whatever the logic that you have to write over here, modulus result is whatever the logic, and then same you will do for division and subtraction. The exercise 4 is conversion from assignment, which is simple operator, to shorthand or compound operator. So you have starter code int a equal to 5, int b equal to 2. Now you have to convert this assignment operator, which is we are using a equal to a plus b, right? So this can be converted to a shorthand, which will be what? A plus equal to b, the answer, right? So you have to convert all of it, where I have written change this to shorthand, all of this expression to shorthand, and then print the value of a. So do all this for exercises, paste your answer in the comment, for sure I'll be checking. So let's do a quick recap. We have seen about different kinds of operators: logical operator, arithmetic operator, relational operator, assignment operator, and ternary operator, right, which is other operators. Arithmetic operators will do mathematical calculations. Relational operator will do comparison. Assignment operator is used to assign some values to a variable. Logical operators, logical and, logical or, logical not. How does it work? It works that if and means both the condition, left right condition should be true, or means any of the condition, left right, if it is true, the result is true. And logical not operator is, it will negate the result, it will reverse the result. So that is all about operators in Java. Up next in the next tutorial, you will be learning something called as precedence of operators. Now what is this precedence of operators? When you have a Java expression where multiple operators are used, okay, so at that moment of time, for an example, this expression, so over here lot of operators are being used, plus, minus, asterisk, modulus, right? So what is the order of execution of each operator in this expression can be determined with precedence of operators, such as Bodmas rule that we have in math. Similarly, over here we have precedence of operators to find out what is the order of execution of operator in an expression in Java. So that will be seen in your next tutorial. Thank you for watching my video. If you have benefited from this video, please do like, subscribe to my channel, and do share with your friends. If you have any question, post them in the comments.